Taurus kidnapped me! Ah!
That was all I heard. You might have peeked a couple times.
Oh,
I forgot
R.I.P..
about.
You have a room?
For my tarot readings, yeah.
You're not just floating in the ether all the time?
Done did Shrek Y.
Shrek, why not?
Even for work, but I would like one eventually if you. Well, let me know. You can't just donate money and then run away. That's not how this works.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's exactly how it works. You should put slime videos on the side. Jingle, jingle.
Jingle.
Jingle, jingle. I do love the s'mores though. The s'mores are so good. S'mores Fabergé.
Also, hello, Jenny. I don't know if you can type yet because I don't know minutes.
Oh
I
no.
see your thing in the Google Doc. Are you? I'm talking to someone who put a thing in the Google Doc. Are you wanting a reading for like just a general reading for the person, or are you just wanting a reading how you guys are doing, or that's our friends also hi Raptor. I'd say just Raps here. Can't really see him behind the tarot card.
Hello. I'm here. I'm the voices that you guys hear. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to tell you, but you're out of your crazy pills, and this is what happens.
Okay. Is there a mod here?
I can be there very shortly.
I just need someone to put it on where they don't have to be. I want people to wait 10 minutes.
Jenny, speak to the crystal ball. Why can't you do that?
They can't.
Kidding.
I'm gonna say they
kidding.
they can't because they literally cannot. I just need to know if they want.
Follower mode or just off?
Off. Just turn it off.
Okay. I have a crystal ball. Put chat in there. That way Jenny can speak to us through the veil.
I think I have a crystal ball asset somewhere.
And just put chat box in there.
So Trek, are you leaving right now? All right, Jenny, you should be able to talk. Here.
Jenny. Jenny, darling, you're my best friend.
You only thought of that song?
No. I feel like every queer knows that song.
Don't need to call me out like that.
Should not be.
In like 10 minutes. Ah. How dare you get a job that aligns with my
your streaming schedule.
My streaming schedule. Sure.
Oh dear.
Jenny, I'll just do a pool, 3-car pool. What
happens?
What they say? I work nights. Imagine working nights.
I love working nights.
Shh, do not encourage them. When I stream.
Hey. Just easy. You put Tori in an ear pod, and you just work like that.
I am your podcast. Get me. I am your.
Oh yeah.
Bison.
Oh no.
So there's no. You have to fill out the form up top, the Google Doc, if you're wanting a read. What I do. Also means that I can stay awake. I'm off. I'm sure. All right. Okay. So for the 3-card pool, we got the 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the 4 of no, the 2 of Pentacles all in reverse.
Mm.
And the Ever Mutant.
You're good, you're good. Well, there's also this nearby. Don't mind me still sending you locations.
All right, as soon as I get to your turn, I will read it. Bit a bit. Okay, so right now, what cards are wanting to tell you that right now it's kind of feeling there's a lot of feeling of trapped for Jenny, by the way. Feeling trapped and a lot of compromise.
Mm.
And there's a need. So right now, all I'm feeling, so this is, they're feeling very overburdened, they're feeling very stressed out. There's a lot of disorganization, a lot of feeling trapped, a lot of feeling like there has to be compromise. Everything just doesn't feel, I feel like they're putting on a lot of a strong facade. But they're trying their best to hide it, but they're feeling a big facade, like trying to pretend like everything's okay and be okay. But they're really crumbling underneath, and maybe it's time to reach out and okay. All right, move. We'll do a 3-card pool. And if you are new here and you're noticing that I'm a little slower, I tend to take the cards how they feel. And I also read over it just to make sure I'm wrong about anything. And the book I have just gives a vague information on how things are going because I'm still in a way learning. So if that's not something trust in my readings, if you don't want to, I've been told they're pretty accurate. It's totally up to you.
I have to test pretty accurate. Scarily accurate.
Have a good night, Shrek. Four of Pentacles. Relationship move fast paced. Song is not vibing with. Out of here. So for you, you got the Four of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Swords in the Order, and Judgment.
Mm.
So I feel like what it's trying to say here is that the start of probably from letting go of something beforehand, kind of gambling and hoping for the best. Gonna be a lot of tough love. So I feel a lot of tough love in this. I feel like a lot harder than what you're used. And there's probably going to be a lot of what feels like failure to you. So I feel like, to answer your question, I feel like it's going to move slow. But I really feel like the cards are saying here is that this relationship is going to be a lesson. There's going to be a lot of hardship. There's going to be a lot of figuring out what you want and who you want. I don't feel like it's going to be toxic or anything, but I feel like it's going to be not a like, I don't want to say it's not lifelong, my call, but it feels like it's going to be very challenging, and it's going to things you need to know for the future relationship. Or it's going to be a good step for you and learning your self-worth. Like maybe this person will give you like the bare minimum, and then you realize I deserve more than bare minimum, but you're not used to the bare minimum now. So this person's teaching you, is here to teach you about your like self-worth, and that tough love isn't necessarily a bad thing, but in the right measures can be very helpful to you. Any comments, questions, concerns?
Oh. What the- Ask again. Oh, hold up.
Oh,
Mystic.
eerily accurate. I have been told that a few times. Never been in a relationship. My first, best to a girl I like. Heck, yeah. So I feel like this is going to be very a lesson learned. I feel like this is going to be like a stepping stone relationship. If that makes sense. Like, you're going to learn a lot about this. You're going to learn about your value, and that tough love is a bad thing, can be good. But this definitely feels like it's going to be a life lesson kind of relationship where you learn your worth and learn what you're used to.
Ooh.
Cool. Hi, Hound. Wait 1 second, Hound. We're definitely not multitasking.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Don't know if it's my phone or bad connection, or if your mic keeps cutting out. Your mic keeps cutting out. It's probably because I'm talking low and my mic is a mile away from my mouth. There, it should be better. Talk
It
louder.
is.
Fingers.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
It's also probably because I have a fancy filter on it that always sucks. freaking noise gates. Anyways.
Helpful, but not helpful.
Mm-hmm. I hate to break it to you, it's already on singing mode. That could be the reason
Perhaps.
why it was capturing weird too. Kill me.
Okay.
Okay. Again, if y'all hear us saying weird stuff, it's because we're playing another game on the side while we're doing reading, because sometimes there's a wait. Okay.
A low mental load game.
Alright, Hound, are you here?
Howl to the moon if you are.
Yes. Alright, are you ready for your reading?
Death came for thee.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Whenever you are ready, or whenever you feel, tell me to stop shuffling. Stop. Okay. Oh!
Oh.
I hit my PC. It's all good.
Oh,
Nobody's
I
dying.
thought like you got like
No, nobody's
like the
dying.
tower or something, and I was like, oh god, no.
Alright. You as a person, the obstacle in your way, the front of mind, the back of mind, the past, the near future, the advice from the cards, the home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the outcome to be. Okay, you as a person drew the 9 of Cups in the correct. Why are you stealing that from me? I haven't got a chance to bite it.
So the melanistic can eat it and not freak you out.
Oh, well, you bring it back in a minute.
Yeah.
So you as a person got the 9 of Cups. So you right now have a really good place of fulfillment. You kind of just like realize the dream and you're ready for it. And really you're just kind of where you're not like, oh my god, I've made it status, right? But you're in like a contentment. Like you've realized things, you realize life is not as like struggling as you thought it might be, yada yada yada. There's just triumph. There's happiness. You've won over something that you've been trying to work hard for, and it's there. Now the obstacle in your way is the 4 of Wands in reverse. Five of Wands, I can't read. I was like, that doesn't match what I'm looking at. So the thing in your way right now is this piece that you found is great, but you can't really realize it until you stop avoiding the conflict that's at hand. There's a conflict that you need to accept and fight to fully realize that dream that's come to pass. Because it's there and it's ready, but regardless of what's happening, you need to just realize that unfortunately conflict is part of life and that it's something you are going to have to face to continue getting this. Now, in the front of mine, you drew the Ten of Swords in the correct order. Or in the back of mine, sorry. Back of mine. I can't read today. Ten of Swords. So in the back of mind, there's a lot of this bitterness towards some kind of betrayal, or somebody hurt you along the ways that you haven't fully forgiven. And I really think it's tied to this conflict. Like, they hurt you, but you're not wanting to fight back at them because of whatever happened. You don't want to deal with the conflict that's going to come to it, but it's causing you to not be able to reach that happiness or that goal that you've been trying to reach. You're still upset about what has happened, and it's causing you not to be able to get that peace that you're really wanting. And in the front of your mind, you drew Strength in the correct order. I think a lot of this has to do with this conflict you're trying to avoid. You're in your front of your mind, you're trying to be strong, you're trying to be in control of yourself because you know a blow up's not going to help anything. But on the opposite side of that coin, without conflict, you can't move on. That's just how it is in the situation right now. You're trying to be strong about it and be the bigger person, but unfortunately, no matter what you do, there is going to be a conflict that you yourself have to face in order to get what you're wanting here. And in your past, you got the Eight of Wands in the correct order. So in the past, there was a lot of excitement and a lot of traveling. You were excited and ready to move on and face this new thing that was coming at you. And that's probably why where you are right now, it makes a lot of sense. It's connecting. You're excited. You're where you want to be, not to the fullest extent, because there's always more for a human to achieve, and there's always more that the universe is trying to get us to go for. So you were excited about this thing. Maybe it was a job promotion or a relationship or something in your past that you finally reached now. You're finally there for it. But some person is really blocking you from it because you don't want to have a conflict with them because you're wanting to be that bigger person. And in the future, you got the Lovers in the correct order. So sorry for the ads. Hound, can you still see? I'll wait if you can't. Okay, chat, I will be right back. Something has... Ad. Okay, yeah, I'll wait for your ad. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyways, hello plus. Hello plus. Hello vlogs. How's it going? Hi Jenny. Jenny, I did do your reading earlier if you didn't catch it. Ah. Are you back, Hound? Cool. So we're at your near future. And what you drew was the Lovers in the correct order. So, once you get past this conflict, and again, I don't feel like this conflict, I haven't said this, but I don't feel like this conflict's going to end the relationship or friendship or workship or anything like that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a conflict that's needed so you both know how you feel and how you see the situation. In the end, once you face this conflict, there's going to be a really good partnership coming out of it. A lot of love, harmony, and trust. Like, you couldn't have got a better card. I think once you get over this and you do face this conflict, good things will happen. I don't feel like it's with this person you're having a conflict with. I feel like someone's going to really respect what you did. And maybe this conflict is standing up for somebody. But somebody's going to be happy about you standing up for yourself and others, where it's going to make a bond that's really hard to break. And in the advice for the cards, you got the Nine of Swords. So, the advice from the cards is to not let fear control you. That's just plain and simple. Don't let fear control you, and it makes sense if it's about this conflict. Don't let that scare you. All the most healthiest relationships come out of people having conflict. Like, they will come in and talk to each other. Communication is important, and you need to make sure that you're doing that, even if it's hard. And in the home and environment, you got the Page of Wands. So right now, home and environment is pretty chill. There's playful and discovering a lot about yourself and about everything around you. There's nothing too terribly bad. It's a I feel like there was bad in the past, but right now it's like maybe like a time of celebration. I don't know if somebody was born or somebody's birthday just passed. I don't know, something to do with age. And there's a lot of just playfulness and excitement in the household or work environment. And in the hopes and fears, you got the Three of Pentacles in the correct order, which means your hope outweigh the fear. So in your hopefulness, you're really hoping that you're going to be able to grow and learn to collaborate from this issue that's arising, and get success from this. On the other end, though, you're really scared that if you do fight this, you're going to lose that person or lose this job, and start having a really poor like work ethic or relationship wise. You're just scared. Basically, you're scared of going into a depression if this all fails through, which is fair. And in the outcome to be, you got the World in the correct order. So if you do face this and you do go for this, there will be recognition and fulfillment. There will be more time for celebration if you can just do this one conflict. It does feel like everything is going to come together for you. This has been scarily accurate from what I think it might mean. Yeah, I've heard my readings can be pretty accurate. Do you have any comments, questions, concerns, Hound?
Wow.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
I'm scared from somebody already.
Why?
Scarily accurate.
Ah. What was it? Oh, speed, max stamina, but let me eat and drink so I can get these quests done. Oh, yep. Both of these are failures.
Not the failure.
Not the failure.
No, that's bad food. What is this conflict? I'm not sure. It could be something that's soon. It could be something that you don't think is a conflict, but somebody else thinks it's a conflict. I don't know if maybe you've had an argument with somebody and it didn't set with you. I just feel like it's with somebody. Either somebody has malicious intent for you or someone's talking behind your back. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It could be even a conflict with yourself. Maybe you're having a little war within yourself. Ooh, I got damage.
Ooh.
You said yours need to go?
Yeah. Hold up, my second one's running.
I hope that's helpful, Hound. It somewhat is, yeah. Sometimes the cards want to be helpful. Sometimes they're like, fuck you.
Sometimes you need cryptic in your life. Also, sometimes cards are like, figure it out.
Yep, come back later, Magic 8-Ball style.
Like, we can't hand you all the answers.
Alright, Mecha, are you still here?
Let me in, please.
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why I was like, why don't I see any invites?
Danke. Disappointments.
How dare. I am. Alright. Give me a second to, like, eat a few bites, because I haven't eaten today. And you just want a regular reading, right, Plus? Yes, okay. And plus Mech is a name you're attached to enough. Okay.
I just have hella depressing music playing today.
It's the vibe.
It's just, it's not even like, it's just slow, sad songs. And I'm like, why?
It's the vibe today, I'm telling you. Something in the space juice.
Something in the air. Literally is. Today's been off for everyone I know.
I blame Mercury.
Is Mercury in retrograde?
I have no idea. It has been a lot recently.
God damn it, Mercury.
Okay. All right, Mecca, you ready? Dear goodness me. Hello, everybody. My
gosh.
name is Trattori. I'm a variety streamer, stream a variety of different things. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm currently doing tarot readings for people. If you're interested in them, they're totally free. Tips are always appreciated. Whether that's bits, follows, or just simply watching my ads. I do this as a full-time job, not the tarot reading. Kinda. It's part-time. But I do streaming full-time. I normally do gaming content and things like that. But today I felt like doing some tarot readings because the universe juice told me to. The parasites. So if you're interested in that, there's a form at the top of the screen, the top of the chat, that you can link to if you want to sign up. Warning, there might be a queue, so you might have to hang around if you are interested in getting one. Right now we're doing a general reading for a plus. I will warn you that many people have said my readings are scarily accurate, so if at any point I'm doing your reading and you feel uncomfortable and you don't want me to talk anymore on stream about it, that is totally fine. Your comfort is my priority. So if you get uncomfortable, say, hey, could you stop doing the reading and maybe tell me in private? I will DM you what I feel. I'm not the best at typing words, but I will do my best to make sure that you are comfortable. All right. Plus, whenever you are ready, tell me when to stop shuffling the deck. I hope your stream went well, Saji. The universe told me to raid the Stratori. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Saji. Okay. Was that ready? Okay. Mecca, just type stop when you're ready for me to, like, stop shuffling. That's what I meant to say. Words are hard.
Words are hard.
Stop. Whoa, that was crazy. Okay. Obstacle in your way. Use a person obstacle in the way. Front of mind, back of mind, the past. The future, near future, the advice from the cards, the home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the outcome to be. So you as a person immediately drew the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you right now as a person, and I feel like this is where a lot of us are right now, have really kind of had a reality check. And there's a lot of confusion about where you should go and division within yourself. A lot of temptation to go one way or another. Simply maybe money's good or vice versa. There's just been a lot of I need to do this, but I want to do that. Or I need to do this, or I want to do that. So you right now are just in a place of, okay, reality just smacked me in the face. But I need to really think about this and ignore the temptations that are around me, whether that's for work or bad things like that. Or not that work's bad, but you know what I mean. There's just been a lot of temptation to go one way or another when it's been like, I know I need to take time and choose which one's going to make me happy. The obstacle in your way is the Four of Cups in reverse. You're going to be a cup person, aren't you?
Mm.
So you right now have been really... You've been motivated, but you haven't been. Are you kidding me? You right now have been... You've got motivation and you've got opportunities ahead of you, but you're really restless about which one to choose. There's just so much to choose from. And it's really hard to... Sorry, the "are you kidding me" was to something else and not to you, I promise.
Yeah, it was. I seconded.
But you right now, there's just a lot of opportunities in the way, a lot of restlessness, and boredom. You've just been kind of bored too. And in the back of your mind, you got the Hangman in reverse. So in the back of your mind, you've been really thinking about sacrifices you've had to make, that just seemed useless, rushing into things and not really thinking them through. You're willing to do all this, but it just feels like it's getting you nowhere. And in that front of mind, you got the Nine of Swords in the correct order. Thank you so much! So in the front of your mind, a lot of what's happening right now with you is just there is a big decisions in your wake right now. You're trying your best to figure things out and get what you need to get done. There's just a lot of anxiety, and I want to say you've been having nightmares recently, just probably from the stress. It's just, there's a big decision. You're in a place right now where you have choices you need to make, and every path seems like it's the right path, and everything you've done just seems like you need to go one way, but then another way calls to you, and it's just been stressful, and that's all that's in the front of your mind. And in your past, you got strength. So in your past, you've tried to be strong about it. You really worked hard for where you are now. You've been the strong one. You've been the one that you needed to be, and you've just really been working hard at it to get where you are right now. And you're in a really good spot. You're not in a bad spot necessarily. It's just you having to pick where to go next. And in your near future, you got Temperance. Let me get the card out. Oh, I'm gonna be mad, Raptor. Raptor, it's gone. The nest is gone.
I know.
Okay, cry.
Do you want to continue nesting that, or?
No, we can wait. I gotta do this reading. I'll just grow
Okay,
my
okay.
stuff. I got all the eggs out while I could. Anyways, in your near future, there will be conflict and a lot of frustration. That's not to say that it's a bad thing. I think that in your near future, you're still going to be making the decisions that you're making now and trying to look towards. So there will be there's going to be more conflict and maybe even some hostility towards you. Oh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, wait a minute. We're not where we're supposed to be.
I was about to say, I didn't. I'll do nothing.
Don't do it to me. So, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm not going to touch this until I get this done for you. So there is going to be a lot of conflict and hostility toward you and some frustration. Like, you're still going to be in this spot and maybe even in a worse spot later because you're hesitant to make a choice. But I don't feel like this is wrong. I feel like you're taking your time, and the frustration is only going to come from, I got to make this decision now. Like, if that makes any sense. And in your advice from the cards, you got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So the advice for you is don't forget to pay it forward. I don't know why that's so strong in my head, like someone's telling you that. But it's don't forget to pay it forward. Someone will do it, and you'll make the world in different ways a better place. Understanding the need to put positivity into the world in order to receive it back is like what keeps playing in my head over and over and over again. So don't forget the people around you. And in your home and environment, you got the Three of Cups in the correct order. So in a home and environment right now, there's been different types of celebrations amongst your friends, not necessarily just in the household. but there's been a lot of celebration, and I don't know if somebody got where they're supposed to go. But there's been a lot of celebration and community and partying in a good way. And in the hopes and fears, you got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which means your fears outweigh the hope. Okay, so your fear is if you keep hesitating on this, there's going to be I actually lied to you. I lied straight to your face. So this card means different compared to other cards. So that's my bad. It being in reverse actually means you're hopeful for the future. More hopeful than you are scared of it. You're hoping that once you decide what you need to do, you'll be able to pay off the debts that you have and improve your finances and just positive change all around and ready to accept it. On the other side of that coin, though, you're really scared of isolating yourself. And if you wait too long, are you going to be unemployed or ruined in that aspect? And then the outcome to be is the 3 of Swords. Now, I normally tell people that if the near future card was bad, the outcome to be will be better, blah, blah, blah. It all depends on if you follow the advice. This particular reading is much different from how I've been feeling on other readings. This is just saying, the way I'm feeling this is going is like, if you... Oh, I'm hot. I don't know if you're hot plus, but I'm feeling hot. So in your outcome to be, you got the 3 of Swords. I'll go over it once I explain the card. English Hard. If you continue on the path you're going and you keep hesitating, there is going to be a lot of heartbreak and sadness. However, if you follow the advice and you give out... Oh, okay, okay. I see now. I'm being told something. Okay. I always tell people, if you don't care about any of my reading and the rest of it just seems like mumbo jumbo, crazy witch lady saying crazy stuff, fine. But listen to the advice from the cards. And the advice from you was to don't forget to give back and don't forget to spread positivity around the world. If you don't do that, there's going to be a lot of self-sadness and self-sabotage and isolation. And no matter what, you're going to end up here. And I don't want that to be like, oh, it's different if you follow the advice. If you follow the advice, there will be someone there who is going to stand by your side. And as they are standing by your side, they're eventually going to help you find where you need to be. If that makes sense. Any comments, questions, concerns, plus? Oh gosh, I'm throwing things.
Don't do that.
But I wanna.
Barbara, good PvPer. Confirmed.
Yeah?
Guy attacked me. I actually turned the tables.
I'm so proud of you.
I know, right?
It's very accurate to my situation. A lot of isolation and heartbreak. I hope to break the cycle. I think if you push through it and you truly start giving back, even though the world is shit and people around you are being shit, if you continue to give back and be a positive force in the community and the people around you, I really think someone's going to come along and really help you out. I don't know if that's financial or friendship or what, but there will be people there for you. Okay. Also, I saw someone say if they have a question from YouTube. If you're still there, let me know. I will give you a form if you're wanting a reading. All right. Margot, you still there? Marco, are you ready? Thank you. Of course, I'm always happy to help. Holy shit, Raptor, we got a double red. Damage and weight. Damage and weight, too. Damage and weight does a lot, though. It's damage. It's weight and bite. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're also...
Auction.
I'm gonna go to the other guys why I do these tarot readings.
I'm just a wild growing mind.
You're brave.
Hopefully the wild will toughen this one.
Alright, Marco, let me get a couple more bites. I haven't eaten today, so... Let me... Also, hi, Finn.
Hi, Finn.
No, Marco. I'm eating right now. Relax. Put it down. Put down the credit card. I did put some new stuff on my... Well, I think I only put one new thing on my... snackage thing. I need to update it more. Hi, Baba Yaga. Alright,
Baba Yaga.
In a minute, Marco, I will tell you to tell me when to stop. I gotta de-align these. Also, if you guys like these tarot cards that are floating around me, Raptor made them.
Why you gotta put me on like
And
that?
maybe if you peer pressure him enough, he'll make me make my tarot deck I've always wanted to make. He's gonna hate me.
We gotta figure out the major arcana.
We do. I call the world.
Thank you for the father, sleepy shrew. Heart.
I know exactly what. We could do Silky as the star, because she's literally born from stardust.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute. So many murderous creatures. Then they get the dazzling flash and they razzle dazzle away. Well, I razzle dazzle away.
Alright, Marco, you ready?
Oh no, why did the Tokyo Ghoul music started playing?
Yeah, alright. Tell me when to stop. Hello, death at the bottom of my deck. Could you not?
Oh.
Your time has not come yet, Kitten Whiskers.
No, Kitten Whiskers.
That is still shuffling. Stop. Alright, let me get this. Last one in because I was in the middle of cutting it. Alright. If I look at the bottom of this deck and death is still there. Okay, it's not. And you wanted just a general reading. Did I eat all my chicken fries? I didn't. Ooh, hang on, I got 2 more left. Stuff my face. Alright, you as a person, the obstacle in your way, the front of mind, the back of mind, the past, the near future, the advice from the cards, the home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the outcome to be. Alright, you as a person drew the High Priestess. I know I passed it. You can't tell me I didn't pass it. Thank you. So you right now as a person have been, it's funny because this card does fit you very well, at least from how I see you. Oh, it's so hard to explain what I want to explain. So the High Priestess is normally mysterious and um, has wisdom and intuition and dreams, and it is literally an enigma. Like, that's just how it goes. So with it being in a place of you right now have been a helpful hand to others, but also not really showing like you're real. Excuse me, you're real yourself. You're like, I'll help you, but you don't get to know me. You know what I mean? Um um so yeah, I mean, just you as a person right now has been very, I'm going to help you, but you don't get to know me. You're kind of walled off from the world, but it's not keeping you from being a good person, if that makes sense. Also, hello, welcome in. Currently doing a reading, so if it looks like I'm ignoring it, it's just because I'm doing my readings. The obstacle in your way right now is the Knight of Swords. I passed it.
My glasses, I can see without my glasses.
So you as a person got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So either you or someone around you, I feel like it's someone around you, has been really rude about a situation that you're in right now. And not necessarily like, hey, fuck you, but like in like a subtle way, like passively. Like they make snide comments, or like, if you hadn't done this, you wouldn't be in this mess. This kind of thing. And they're really blocking you from reaching your potential of what you could be right now. In the back of your mind, you got the Queen of Swords. I'm not surprised you're attached to swords. So in the back of your mind, there's been a lot of just bitterness. Like, why did this stuff happen to me? Why can I do all of this good, and why is all of this happening to me right now? Like, I don't understand. I do so much into the world, and yet it feels like none of it ever comes back to me. And in the front of your mind, you got the Page of Cups in the correct order. So even though you've got that bitterness in the back of your mind, you've really been pushing it back there. So you've pushed it back there, and you're still being youthful in the front of mind. You still have your ideas. You still have your you still have your desire and dreams ahead of you. You're still youthful. You're still sensitive. You're not like, even though this person's being a jerk to me and I feel like the world is against me, you still in the front of your mind pushing that even though all these bad things are happening to me, I still have a chance to be positive. I have a way to react. I control how I react to the situation, even if I can't control what's happening to me. And in the past, you got the Hermit in reverse. So in the past, there was a lot of avoidance and just loneliness, and just kind of hanging alone by yourself. There's not much to this card. I just feel a bleak blackness. Hang on, I have a hair tie trying to knock over my drink onto my keyboard, and we all know how that goes. But like I said, there's not much to it. Just there was a lot of isolation and feeling like you were alone. And in your near future, you got Judgment in the correct order. Okay, I'm crazy, I guess. So in your near future, there will be forgiveness. You will move past this person. I mean, I'm already seeing that you're so much bigger than this person is already. You're, despite being angry and upset at the world, what things that are happening, you're still pushing forward. There's still somebody to you that is a light, that is helping you keep that happiness. I don't know why, but especially with the front of the mind card, I feel like there's a sibling, specifically maybe a younger sibling, that is really keeping you pushing forward. But in your near future, there will be that forgiveness and there will be the improvement. It'll be like a whole new rebirth for you. Not like death where it's like, oh, sudden ending. It's more of like a chance to breathe, and you figured out what was tough and why things sucked. And in the advice from the cards, you got the Ace of Pentacles. I love when I pass the things I'm looking for. It's so fun. So this is saying don't be scared to lean on the people around you. The advice is just don't be scared of leaning on people. Don't be scared to talk to them. Even if it's just simply like, oh, I feel like the world is against me, or oh, I feel like this person is being a jerk for no reason. It could really help you out in the long run. And I mean, that's as simple as it is. Don't be scared of taking things that others are trying to give you, whether that's money or helpfulness or just a shoulder to cry on. Just make sure that you don't forget that there are others around you. And in the home and environment, you got the 10 of Cups in reverse. Markle, just because I know what's happening in the home, I don't feel comfortable reading this card. So I'm going to skip it. Because really, I really just think it's talking about what happened to your house. And, I mean, it fits so well. But you got the 10 of Cups in reverse. And it's just... the home is broken. Not in, like, family-wise, but just, like... I think you get what I'm throwing at. But I because I know what is happening around you, I don't feel comfortable reading this simply because, like, I feel like I'm taking information of stuff I already know. You know what I mean? Like, I already know that's happening in your life, and I feel like that's just... No. So you, as the hopes and fears, got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, which normally means your fears outweigh the hopes. Give me 1 second. So the 3 of Pentacles, right? Yes, I did. My day's going pretty good, thank you for asking. So you're scared if you continue going about this path, and that if the back of your mind, where it's the bitterness, really wins over, you're scared that's going to affect your worth ethic and just become apathetic towards the world, which makes sense. But on the other side of that coin, you're really hoping that there will be a lot of growth and success from the things you've had to suffer through recently. And then in the outcome to be, you got the Knight of Cups in the correct order. Cups is the other way. So, in the outcome to be, you're going to be where you want to be. You're going to be back to that stability that you feel like you've lost. You're going to be able to give back like you've wanted to. There's a lot of meaningful gifts towards your future, whether that's you giving them or you taking them. And a lot of affection and taking action will be there. So you are going to go where you want to be, despite the challenges that you're getting right now. Any comments, questions, concerns, Markle? I'm still so mad, Raptor.
Someone's asking how your day is on TikTok.
Yeah, I said I was good.
Hmm.
Stinker. Raptor never listens to me, chat.
No, I'm just making sure you saw. I also may have been fighting people.
Any comments, questions, concerns, Markle boy? Honestly, waiting for him to say it's not accurate, because his never are. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Marco's a bully. You know what? Maybe that card in the reverse talk about you, because you're such a bully to me.
Bully Marco, what the hell? Why are you bullying?
Marco hate me. The first part I would agree with, but most of it, not really. That's totally fair. Sometimes you just can't sync with people. And that is a-okay. So I also don't push past what I feel like people don't want me to talk about and stuff like that. So if you're more of a closed off person, I'm not really gonna push past too much. And sometimes spirit teams don't like tarot readers up in their, like, people's business. So your spirit team could also be telling me to go fuck off.
They're like, what the fuck, Tori?
Alright, Ego, you there? Oh. Also, if you guys like the pumpkin on my desk, Plus made that. I have a biscuit eater. Overall, 4.5 out of 10. Markle hates me.
Marco, why you hate?
Ego. PC builder, you gonna build me a PC? Ego. Hello. Okay, you ready? Okay, whenever you're ready, tell me to stop shuffling. Just type stop. Okay. Let me look at your file.
Like, I have a file?
Not you. Okay. You as a person, the obstacle in your way, the front of mind, the back of mind, the past, the near future, the advice from the cards, the home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the outcome to be. You as a person drew the Ten of Swords in reverse. Damn. Coming out a lot today. That's not a great card to be coming out a lot today. You people need Jesus. I'm just kidding.
Not our Lord and Savior, Bingus Christ.
So you right now have been really recovering from... I want to say something that just traumatic happened, whether it was like emotional or physical. There was a lot of just feeling, you know? Marco, why? Thank you. There's a recovery. I don't know if you were either hospitalized or something recently where, I don't know, it's something I feel like you don't want me to push on to too much because I could feel like a nope. But there was some big recovery for you, whether it was mental or physical. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There was just a really big recovery for you right now. Like you're over it now, but it's still lingering. No, you got the Knight of Swords too in reverse. So, same thing as Markle. There's some jerk. No, I don't feel like it's right. Hang on. Nay, incorrect. Knight. I don't know why I thought that was a 5 of Swords. Somebody's been... Man, you're hard to read, Ego. Ego, if you're nervous or shaking, I promise you it's going to be fine. There's just something... I feel like it's yourself. You're really down on yourself for not being able to recover faster from whatever happened. Because I don't feel like this is from somebody else. I feel like this is within. And I mean, no one can fault you for what happened or what's going on. And you shouldn't have to feel like you need to beat yourself up over something that wasn't in your control. In the back of your mind, you got the 4 of Swords in reverse. So, you in the back of your mind have been really recovering, like just healing, thinking about healing and returning, but you've been so burnt out about everything going on in your life right now. You're trying to find anything to be helpful to you as of now. And in the front of your mind, you've got the 2 of Wands in the correct order. In the front of your mind, you're ready to be over this. You're ready to be over this recovery stage. You're ready to be over healing. You're ready to be over yourself. You just want to look towards the future and start planning it. And in the past, you got the Queen of Pentacles. Ego, what? You don't have to answer this, but were you or somebody else in the hospital that you really cared about? Or a nurse, maybe? regardless, in your past there was a healer of some sorts, whether that was a mother, a nurse, a doctor, a sister, somebody. Somebody was there, not recently, like a month ago. Nothing major though. Yeah. I don't know why, but I don't know if that hospital visit stirred with you or something, but that messed up somebody close to you or yourself, because I keep hearing hospital and I keep hearing, like, I don't know if you guys met somebody through the hospital that you really get along with or something. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, there was a healer of some sorts in your past that you really kind of linked to. And it helped you move on. And they really helped you stay grounded in the situation. And in your near future, you got the King of Wands in the correct order. Also, hello, Smoochums. I cannot hit buttons. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, in the near future, there's going to be a lot of just positivity. I mean, in this picture, it's a phoenix. There's going to be a lot of honesty and passion and leadership. There's just going to be a really good rebirth for you or somebody else. So there will be, you're going to be out of this either depression or illness or something, and really just come back from that. You're going to bounce back from that. And you're going to be where you want to start. Not where you want to be, but where you want to start. It's going to be a very, very good start for you. And the tarot reading's been good. And in your advice, you got the Chariot in the correct order. So the advice in the cards is simply learn from your mistakes. That's just plain as slap in the face as it could be. It literally, the cards are like, just learn from your mistakes. Don't just make mistakes and not get anything from it. It's no fun if you do it that way. Goodness gracious. And in the home and environment, you got the Hierophant in reverse. So it's been really vulnerable and really feeling like you're at a drift right now. You don't really know what's... Man, you are hard to read, Ego. I don't know. Normally the words just kind of spill out of my mouth, but I am not getting it right now.
Gotta open yourself. Or tell your spirit team, chill.
But there's just been a lot of blind faith with you in the home and environment right now. And in the hopes and fears, you drew death. That's not a bad thing before everyone panics. We've been over this. But in the hopes and fears, you drew death in reverse. It's not... You're scared of being stuck in a moment and being stuck where you are. You're just scared of being stuck. You're scared of not looking behind the curtain and just being there. But on the other side of that coin, you're ready to have this sudden stop in whatever bad behavior that is holding you down. But you're ready to look past the curtain and find who really is, who's really behind you and who's really behind the things you're looking for. And in the outcome to be, you got the Two of Swords. So in your near future, or not your future, in the outcome, you're going to have two choices you need to make. And for some reason, the word family comes into mind. I don't know if family is a hard thing for you, but I feel like you're going to have to choose between family and a really amazing thing that's coming your way. I don't know why job keeps appearing into my mind, but you're really going to have to make a really tough decision between two paths. I can't tell if that person is a bot because I had the same thing said in YouTube too.
Hmm.
And I don't. If you're not a bot, I don't know how to reply to that, unfortunately. There's not much any of us could do to help. Any comments, questions, concerns, Ego? Yeah, you're as long as you go back into the Google form, more than welcome to. Are you asking me if an event will happen? Because I can't predict that kind of thing. I don't do that kind of reading.
Yeah, no. And if Tori does predict something, it's usually very much in a dream.
Yeah, I get visions and stuff for that. I don't. I've done it twice in my life. One with Raptor and one with another person. I'm not. Those don't.
And it was
Just
very
happen.
freaky. It was very freaky and very specific, and there is no other way I can describe it than Raptor knew.
My one concern is how scary accurate it was because in the outcome, because you said family or job, because I want to join the military and my whole family is. Oh, that would make sense. I'm gonna let Raptor talk on that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let Raptor talk on that one.
If you have military questions, I've actually just came back from my time in the Navy. I don't know which specific branch you're going to. I can pretty much only talk about the Navy and a little bit about the other branches from what I've seen / heard. So if you have any questions about that, I can hopefully shed some light. But as someone who went through it, yes, the military does cause a strain in your family, especially since on a good year you'll maybe get to visit them like maybe twice. And if your family is very close to you, it's very, very hard.
In the Navy.
In the Navy.
Boy, you're next, by the way.
There's a boat full of men, and they're all Marines, and they're all paddling on a boat. You took away their oars, they just swam with their hands. You took away their brains, they're just Marines. Then you suddenly took away their balls, and suddenly they started singing "In the Navy."
Yeah, give me a second to deconstruct. Who's a shitlord? He needed the structure.
Also, I learned Fabras have a reputation. I don't know. I've had people just avoid me.
Nice.
And I only have a green and a blue trait, and I just want to find someone to fight.
You're really testing out these Fabras.
Test rides. There's someone speaking Korean.
I want to join the Marines. I'm not allowed to make those jokes. I wasn't in the military. I'm not allowed to make those jokes. I wasn't in the military.
Who's gonna supply this man with?
Who's gonna supply this man with crowns?
Royal Marines. Yeah, I can't say anything about the Canadian or supposedly just something not the U.S. because there is no Royal Marines in the U.S. But I love Marines. Y'all are literally like my favorite type of people when I'm having a bad day. If they're anything like U.S. Marines, they're gonna make you do all the grunt work. Absolutely, all of the grunt work. But y'all will have the best jokes ever. And also, y'all will be probably some of the more tight-packed groups that I've ever seen. Because if you've ever interacted with a pack of Marines, they are a hoot and a holler, but if you mess with one, suddenly you have like 5 Marines breathing down your throat.
Sorry, Poi, I'm trying to eat.
Eating time while we talk about military things. Although I do admit I have seen British officers, and the uniform's pretty cool.
All right. Get your military talk out of here, you nerds.
If you want any more questions, just ask me in chat. I'm in chat. So wee.
All right, Poi. Poi, whenever you're ready, tell me when to stop shuffling. Marco, were you by chance raised Catholic? Scheiße. Maybe it's just the Catholics. Maybe I just can't read Catholic. Stop. Okay. Because Blood was raised Catholic too, and I can't read it.
My grandmother's heavily Catholic. We can't even see tarot card around her.
Alright. You as a person, the obstacle in your way, the front of mind, the back of mind, the past, the near future, the advice from the cards, the hopes and fears, the home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the outcome to be. How are you? I'm doing alright. You as a person drew the moon in reverse, Poi. So you are kind of in a place in your life right now where it's joyful and you feel relief. Like there was a stress that was like but now there is a relief. You're not like, oh my god, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, you know. And you're not at a starting point, you're not at an end point. You're just at a moment of like, oh, I can breathe for 2 seconds without feeling like I need to scream at somebody. You've reached a resolve, and that's just how it is. And that's fucking crazy. So for those who want to know what just happened, because I haven't said anything, Poi drew the moon as herself, and then the star is her obstacle. Anyways. And the obstacle in your way right now is your insecurities. That's just plain and simple. That was the first word that came to my mind. Jeez Louise. And just feeling exhaustion. You're not pushing yourself. Oh. You're not pushing yourself to the limits you know you can go to, but you're already exhausted before you even do that. So the obstacle is just straight your insecurities and feeling like, oh, you'll never get that wishing star. You'll never get this thing. You got to stop beating yourself up over wishes. Wishes only come true if you also work for them too. You can wish and pray to the gods all you want, but a little work goes a long way towards a lot of wishing doesn't help unless you put in the effort too, because the universe likes to give you what you give it. And in the back of your mind, you got the 10 of Wands in reverse. So in the back of your mind, there's just been a lot of stubbornness and paranoia. It's just been, whoa, what's behind me? Whoa, what was that? Whoa, who's that? It's just been a lot of just, I don't want to say it, but you feel like a lot of people are out to get you. And you're just being stubborn about believing it's not true. And in the front of your mind, you got the Queen of Wands in the correct order. Or in the reverse order, sorry.
Blood moon.
There's just a lot of negative right now. I mean, you just feel like you're stuck. You're feeling jealous over the things around you. I just feel like you feel paranoid about the people around you. You're wishing for things to happen, but there's not a lot of effort being put into it, and you just feel like you're causing yourself to be in despair without putting in the work of trying. If that makes sense. And in the past, you got the Two of Cups in reverse. Again, at any point, for anybody who does my tarot readings, if you don't like the way the cards are calling you out, tell me to stop doing a reading. I'm not scared to stop. Because my deck can be really, really much a dick. It does not pussyfoot around. So in the past, there was a separation and just an imbalance with you and others. You just felt like you needed to figure out who you were, and you kind of separated yourself from the group that you used to hang out with and the people around it, just because you needed time for yourself to think. And in your near future, you got the Five of Wands in the correct order. So if things keep going in the direction they're going, if the despair, the jealousy, the fear of people looking... I just realized something. Hang on. Just hang on for a second. Tori might be a little
shot by Kendall, by the way.
Uh-oh. Tori's a little stupid. So in the back of your mind, you're actually burnt out. I read the wrong card. Teehee. Yeah, I mean, it's still the same thing, just a little. There's no paranoia. It's just burnout and giving up. You're stretching yourself thin. So it's still the same thing, just less harmful negativity. That makes sense? So if you keep going down this path, if you keep feeling like if you keep being burned out and wishing on stars that mad about things not coming true, and jealousy in the eyes of just anything happening around you, there's going to be a lot of conflict, and a lot of disagreements and competitions with other friends, either to get your attention or vice versa, you try to get their attention. And in your advice, you got the Three of Wands. I knew you were going to be the Wands. That makes sense. Let me find it real quick. So the advice for the cards is pretty much opposite of everything you're feeling right now. It is to stay motivated. If you stay motivated, your efforts will be rewarded. You've just got to put in the effort and the work. And I know that's hard, and the cards know it's hard, but the universe is really trying to tell you, you just gotta keep putting in that work, and eventually I will reward you. It's hard, we're testing you, the universe juice sometimes sucks. In the home environment, you got Temperance in reverse. There's just been a lot of impatience and frustration at work and at home. It's just been, I don't know, I just feel this bubbling frustration of work, get home, everything sucks again. Work, get home, everything sucks again. You know what I mean? You're just in this, you're in this cycle of just, I'm so done. I'm so burned out. I'm so over it. I come home and it's burned out. I come home, I go to work, I'm burned out. I need 5 damn seconds to breathe. And in the hopes and fears, you got the King of Wands in the correct order. So in your hopes, your hopes are stronger than your fears. In your hopes, you're hoping that you'll be able to rebirth from all these challenges, because even you know these challenges in your heart or in your mind are lessons to be learned from. You're hoping that even though you feel like you're just a pile of ash right now, you're going to be able to come back and be that beautiful phoenix once you work through all these hardships. On the other side of that coin, though, you're scared of burning too brightly and maybe never becoming the phoenix that you wish to be, but only the chick that could have been. And in the outcome to be, you got the Four of Swords in reverse. So if you continue on this path and you don't listen to the advice about moving forward and working hard and keeping yourself motivated, you're just going to be burned out and back at square one. You won't become that phoenix that you want to become. You're just going to be burned out and feel like you're returning back to square one. Any comments, questions, concerns? Scary witch powers activate. Ooh.
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 Where's the frog to get? There was no frog in my tarot readings, alright?
You must provide frogs to kiss, Tori.
I'm not turning men into
Storytelling.
frogs. That's a stereotype on witches.
Aw, shit.
I don't turn people.
Accidentally.
I don't turn people into frogs.
Can you turn me into a possum, though?
I'll think about it.
Blink Blanc? Ooh, yes.
I'll even give you the slow blink.
Yes. A little frog.
You always happy to help. It's very subtle. I wish I was at the point where I didn't need the book. I'm really bad at memorizing, but I feel like I do better when I have the book next to me. There are some cards now I can just look at and be like, oh. Well.
Yeah, some of them's easier than others to remember.
Baba Yaga, you still there?
Baba Yaga.
Alright. Let me definitely not do this game. I'm playing on the side for like 2 seconds.
Wee.
Okay. Let me reshuffle these cards, and then it'll be your turn. And since yours is the question, yours will be a 3-card pool. Now, I want it to be known, I'm never really good at these kinds of questions. If it has anything to do with romance or love, which is weird because I'm an empath. You think I'd be real good at those, but no. So I'm just gonna I think my cards are asexual. That's not even
deck.
That's not even that's not even like a haha funny like that. That's anytime romance or love is asked, it's like, what now? I got more blisters on my fingers again. think I'm still
Oh, that's so
healing from
good.
my burns.
Mayhaps. Concern also?
It's fine. I'm just turning into a real witch. My skin's gonna go green next.
Not green.
Gonna get a long nose too. Wart on it.
Awards. You get
Okay.
a witchy laugh.
Yeah. I think I already have that.
Not yet. Not to the full extent.
Okay. I might take that as my sign after these readings to stop doing readings because my thumb is really hurting. Anyways. Alright. I got your 3 cards. You drew the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. That's crazy. You drew 2 aces. Where did my book go? Okay. Sorry for breathing into y'all's ears for a second there.
I didn't hear any breathing.
Discord probably cut it out for you at least. If y'all haven't listened to this person you hear in the background, she is a great musician. I can never say her name, but it's Erutan. Please check her out. Hang on, I gotta save this song before I lose it. You got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands? No, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Nope, too far. Oh. Do you want the long answer or the short answer? Baba Yaga. Long. Okay. So, I can't really answer the way you want me to, unfortunately, with what I've been provided with, but this person is still healing. They just found their freedom again, and they're really taking a new perspective on things. They've had a lot of relationship problems in the past, and they're really struggling with depression and sad and a creative block. But it may have not just been on their partner. A lot of it was a lack of communication and misinformation and just straight confusion. I can't tell you how people feel without them being here or their consent. But what the cards are telling me is that maybe this isn't the best call for you if you want to pursue anything. Simply because they're still healing. And they're still getting used to their new freedom. And maybe right now all they need is a friend and a buddy to stand by them. Because right now I don't think they know how healthy works. If that makes sense. Any comments, questions, concerns? After you, Stinky.
No, you. As soon as you said that, my sister started calling me. Hold up.
Which I expected, but I think I got the answer. Yeah, I'm about to say, if it involves another person, I unfortunately can't really do really good accurate readings. Just simply because without their consent or their name or even with their name, I can't do it without their A-OK. That makes sense. So hopefully that helps. For me, it seemed like it was a no, but... And don't forget, sometimes people aren't entirely honest about what they're going through or what they've been through. And sometimes grieving takes longer. I would like to not. I don't like to know the situation because I don't want it to change my reading in any way. I like knowing as little information as possible. So, but you take what you got from that and leave what you don't. Yeah, always happy to help, Bobby Yaga. All right, Smoochums, you're here. All right, let me reshuffle the deck. All right. Whenever you're ready, just type stop and I will stop shuffling the deck. Stop, please. Thank you. Is this your first tarot reading or have you done them before? You as a person, the obstacle in your way, the front of mind, the back of mind, the past, the near future, the advice from the cards, the home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the outcome to be. So date a girl from that was 15 years ago. Fair. I just like to let people know. I know you've probably heard the spiel, but I'm going to spiel you over again. If you ever get uncomfortable at anything, my cards are kind of assholes. So if you get uncomfortable, just let me know. I'll stop the reading at any point. I can always DM you and tell you what I think. 2, even if it's not that accurate, don't feel bad. Sometimes I just can't link with people like my partner and Markle. Those two I cannot link to very well. So sometimes they're just not accurate. Sometimes you really got to open yourself. I am an empath, so I do my readings based off of your emotions. So sometimes I will change the way I talk, or the way I sound, or the way I, like, so it just really depends. Try to think if I need any other disclaimers. I think that's all I have right now. So yeah, just if you're ever uncomfortable at any point or anything like that, please feel free to leave, or not leave, but just tell me that, hey, knock it off. I don't want that reading anymore. Because I have been told they're scary accurate. I'm still a person of science, so, you know. Anyways, all right. And what I'm doing for you is the Celtic Cross. That's the general reading. So you as a person got the 4 of coins in the correct order. 4 of pentacles. God, I hate that my tarot deck says coins. Blech. So you right now have finally reached a point of, like, not necessarily like I'm rich or I'm poor. You've reached financial stability. You're kind of hoarding the things that you have, because I feel like in the past it wasn't something you were able to do, or you were always just give. Here, take this. Here, take this. Here, take this. And now you're like, no, it's mine. Back off. I don't know why, but someone hurt. It keeps playing in my mind. So I don't know if someone taught you that giving hurts sometimes, and you've been scared to do it ever since. And in your obstacle in your way, you drew strength in reverse. There's what is in your way right now is self-doubt, and you've another reason why you're kind of hoarding and taking care of your things. Ooh. Again, if I get too close to home, I feel like I'm about to cry, so I don't know how strong this is going to resonate with you, but your power was taken from you. I'm not going to pry too much into it, but someone really hurt you, and even to this day you're not over it, and you feel like you'll never be over it, and it hurts, and it's blocking you from becoming the person and the goal that you know you can be. It's causing you to self-doubt, to hurt your pride in a way that you don't quite understand. And in the back of your mind, you got the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, that card was rough. I just, as an empath, I link to the emotions of the person. So if a card is particularly strong, I kind of grieve their tears for you, especially if someone's already, even if you've already cried, sometimes there's still tears left over that either your inner child or your soul hasn't let out. And sometimes that's what happens when I do it, and I have no control over it, unfortunately. So don't feel bad if I ever cry because of your readings. So in the back of your mind, it's just been hard work and persistence, hard work and persistence, hard work and persistence. You've just been focus on your work, make that bag, get that money. That's all it's been. Focus on work, get that money. Focus on work, get that money. That's just how it is. It's just been back of mind. I just work, money. That's all it's been. And in the front of your mind, you drew the Seven of Swords in reverse. So in the front of your mind, you've been a little bit confused, and I don't know what this is about, but you got caught. You got caught doing something, and again, I'm sorry if any of this sounds harsh. I don't know you. You know this, but you got caught doing something stupid. That's all they keep saying. I don't know what spirit or I don't mess with spirits. I don't mess with ghosts. I don't mess with them, but they still like to try. And for some reason, all I see is someone bapping you on the head and say you got caught doing something stupid. I don't know if that relates to you or if someone from your past used to do that or something. But all I can feel is just a whap on the back of the head and got caught. Like, why'd you get caught over something stupid? But that's just been what's been on the front of your mind. Is you got caught doing something stupid and you feel like you were outsmarted. And in the past, you got the Ace of Wands in the correct order. My brain did not work for a second. So in the past, you were excited, you were creative, you were growing, everything was new. I don't know why the word you moved. I don't know if you moved in the past, like as an adult, like you moved out and you're figuring life out and you were really excited for all that. I don't know if you try to do something with art or creativity or content creation or something, but something, just everything was new and exciting and you went for it. And in your near future, you got the Nine of Pentacles in the correct order. So, all this hoarding, all this possession stuff that you've been doing and working hard and getting that bag, you will be able to harvest it soon. You're really going to get that independence you've been craving and feel that maturity that you feel like you've lost. And just that freedom that you feel like you've really been wanting. The harvest that you are growing right now is soon going to be grabbed. I don't know if you've been investing or... Oh, I don't know. Also, if you're getting a headache, you better take an Advil because you're going to give me the headache and I'm going to be upset. I hate headaches. And in the advice from the cards, you got the Hangman in reverse. So the advice in the cards is don't feel bad for waiting for something more favorable. Don't be scared to wait for more favorable conditions. And I'll drink some water. Drink some water because you're going to give me a headache and then we're not going to have a problem. And in the home and environment, you got the world. You're in a really good spot right now. Nothing terrible, nothing great either, just harmony. You're in a place where you can be comfortable. And in the hopes and fears, you got the Two of Cups in the correct order, so you're more hopeful than you are fearful for the future. And it's always creepy when I open my book up directly to the right page. I have nothing bookmarked, mind you. So you're hopeful that you'll be in a really good... I mean, who isn't? This is going to sound very vague, but I mean, it's just... You're really hoping you'll be in a happy relationship, in a really good partnership, and a really good connection. Whether that's romantic or friendship-wise, that's up to you. Or it could be business, but this card is normally related to more romantic aspects. But on the other side of that coin, you're really scared of letting go of your... What's the word I want to use here? Not necessarily letting go of your power, but like letting go of your independence. You're scared of, well, now that I'm with this person, am I still me or am I leaning on this person too much? You're scared of losing that independence, and that's totally normal. And then on the outcome to be, you got the Ten of Swords in the correct order. So if you don't listen to advice and wait for something more favorable to come, there could be a really big betrayal or feeling like you hit rock bottom. I hate these cards because I never know how to handle them. I just keep hearing, don't be hasty. Just wait for something favorable. But if you continue to just rush towards things, there is going to be a betrayal. Any comments, questions, concerns? Def channeling my Jewish grandma. Yeah, I don't mess with spirits, but they mess with me a lot. And they sometimes come through even if I can't help it. Even after casting a circle. But I trust my circles, and if it's a spirit that's coming through, they really want it. She won't ever leave you. Oh, don't worry. My spirit team is strong. They will bap anything away from me that stays too close for too time. But I hope that reading was helpful. I think it's not a Jewish grandmother. No, what was I even thinking? Of course, always happy to help. And since you're newish here, I tell people they can get these once every full moon. Because if you do it in the same full moon, it kind of tells you the same thing, just a little fancier. Maybe a little more cherry on top. So. Yeah, card. Hey, plus a card already fell out for you, so if you're ready. Not even death. For real, though. I'm ready. Okay. So I was only gonna do a 1-card pull, and as soon as I started shuffling, an immediate one fell out. So we're gonna go with that. You got the 10 of Wands in the correct order. Alright, I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need more cards. Thank you for the gift of sub! Thank you! I'm gonna need more juice on that one, universe. Oh. I didn't ask for that many cards, but... So your 1 card turned into a 5 card, so we're just gonna go with it. Holy crap. Okay. Give me a minute, Piddle. Thank you for reading. Here is a sub as a pet. You didn't do that, but thank you. I appreciate it. See, I truly believe that witchcraft services like this should be free. The only reason why I ask for something in return, like during my streams, is because it stops the flow of the stream. So, like on days like this, where I'm just doing it for free for everyone, you don't need to pay me. I think services like this should be free for everybody. But as an American, I must do. God dang it! You're supposed to be saving that bag. Okay, let me read so much for this plus. Okay, 10 of Wands. Ace of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. I'm not gonna have enough fingers for this. Ugh. Okay. Ace of Swords. Oh god, I need more fingers. Yeah. Okay. Jeez Louise. Alright. Oh man, your spirit team plus was like, yo, we got some words for you. I am doing readings. If you don't mind waiting a minute, I can give you the form after this reading. And thank you so much for subscribing. You don't need to do that, Finn. Okay, plus. But if you give me a moment, YouTube, I will give you a link to sign up for it. Or if you want to come to Twitch and sign up there and then come right back to YouTube, that's totally fine. Or if I have a mod. That's on YouTube. Okay, so. And then Ace of Wands. And then 2 of Coins. Ace of Swords. And 3 of Coins. Okay, so the long and short of it, plus, is I don't believe you're gonna get the closure you're seeking. But there's a lot of positive here too. The person you're talking about really leached when they shouldn't have. They took more than they should have, and they drained the earth for it. But that doesn't mean you need to stop your creative fire and continue doing what you're doing. Thank you for the biddies! Thank you so much! Just... The short answer is no. You're not going to get the closure that you're hoping for, unfortunately. But it is their loss. They took too much. And unfortunately, that's just how it's gonna be. I'm sorry I can't give you much more of an answer, but literally all I'm getting is they took too much. Don't stop being creative. Oh my god, I thought somebody just gave 100 subs. Okay. Sounds about right, knowing how they ran all that time with conflict. Yeah, it just says they took too much. But the biggest thing I want you to take from this is that don't let that ruin your fire for your creativity passion, because from this, you're going to rise from it. No hype train. Don't do it. Sorry, I can't give you much more of an answer than that, plus. Alright, YouTube. You all. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. You didn't need to do that. That's the hype train noise. Knock it off! I'm trying to do readings! Here you go, YouTube. Come on, Restream. You can do it. Thank you. Remember to drop those primes. Do not... Listen here, okay? Stamp it. Do not deserve your kindness. I do not deserve your sweetness. Knock it off. I will say, I think if you get it to a level 5, the subs become cheaper. Don't quote me on that. Hey, YouTube frogs, come over and... No. Now. I'm gonna spray you guys. Don't make me cry. Stop it. Here's some motivation. What do you mean, here's some motivation? TikTok, run while you can. Before they notice you're here. Run. Don't walk. Run. Alright. If you want to avoid cringe in your ears, run while you can. Is this my heart face? Nope. That my heart face? There we go. There you go. Zoe, do not! You're all fired. Here, this way you guys can communicate. Let me... There, now y'all can communicate. I was employed. Okay, listen here. Do I get... No, you don't get no payment. We don't offer PTO. Markle? Markle?
Eep.
They started a hype train.
Oh, good.
Don't you K at me.
I
Don't
said,
you?
oh, good.
Don't you? No, not you. Markle's Spanish. What at me?
¿Qué? ¿Por qué no los dos?
Thank you for the level 3 hype train.
Hype, hype, hype,
You know
hype.
what? You know what? Raptor's here, and I really gotta pee. So you know
Hmm?
what? You don't
Oh,
get the satisfaction. So Raptor's gonna be in charge for a little bit.
what? Okay.
Here.
They gotta see me first.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll zoom in on my. There you go,
On
buddy.
your,
I'll be back.
Oh, heck yeah. Hello. Chat. Chat, the Booba Demon compels you to contribute. If you do, Tori gets happy tears. And we like happy tears. Ooh. Also, how was everyone's day? Did we all eat? Did we all have a sweet treat? It is Friday. Yes! Yes! Yes, thank you. Thank you. Ew, thank you. Oh, wait, Fan! Hi, Fan! Hi. Shh, guys, we gotta be quiet. We're doing this in secret. Quiet celebration. Quick, sneak it more. Come on, as I'm dying from an allergic reaction. Yeah, but thank you, Fan, thank you. I bow down before thy excellence. Yee. Marco! Marco! Thank you, Marco. Yay, yes, yippee. Happy tears. Yes, W's in the chat. W's for Marco and Fen. Let me see who else. I wasn't here in the beginning. Oh no, I don't know who all. Oh, Schnookums, yes. Thank you, Schnookums, for the stuff earlier. You get a sub, and you get a sub. Yes, it's Oprah up in here. Bees, and more bees. Hype! Everyone do a silent rave in your chairs, in your bed, wherever you're watching this stream from. Actually, everyone, where are you watching this stream from?
I'm back.
Oh, we didn't do anything.
I don't believe you. I'm gonna look. And
I
I
don't
feel
mean,
like
we didn't do anything.
I'm gonna go. If I go over,
If you go over and what you could do? Fire HR?
Oh.
You can't fire HR.
hang on. I gotta move you. I accidentally moved you off my chesticles for a second there.
Oh, the Booba Demon's being contained.
No, stop moving, Raptor. I said
No.
lock, you little. Thank you.
The chat, cool emotes. Cool hype train emotes.
There. Now you guys can see Raptor over the cards.
Yippee! Peeking out a little.
What am I looking at here? Why is it level 4? Knock it off!
No reason. I didn't compel anything. Listen, a demon just hidden in a booba. Didn't do anything.
Would you guys like to know the lore a little bit? Speaking of Demon and Booba. The lore we have right now is Tori was trying to summon something else and Raptor came out.
I did. What do you mean? I did. It
That's
happened.
true.
I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I know. I can't
I
put
was
you back for
taking
some
a
reason.
bath. I was taking a bath, and then suddenly the bubbles opened up into a forest, and I also I'm having an allergic reaction.
To what?
I don't know.
Go get it fixed out.
Oh well, yeah, I took a Benadryl,
Okay.
so I might be a little eepish,
Am
but
I trying to distract them a little bit? Maybe.
no,
Nobody
you
looks at the
shouldn't.
hype train. You only have a minute left.
if I have to die from this allergic reaction, I feel like Hype Train should get to level 5.
No. Chat will do a spin if you do it, though.
Spin.
Take a few Benadryls. No.
I did.
No dispo. I can't English. You gotta dumb it down to smaller, stupid words. For me.
What? What are we
Wave
trying to...
said a big word.
Wave, no deposit, no return?
Oh, yeah, that.
Take a
Thank
few
you.
Benadryl?
That was the first one you said. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all get it here. I'll sweeten the deal. Well, it's 18 seconds, but if y'all do it, I'll do a genuine nya. Okay, anyway.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Who did it? Oh, it wasn't enough.
No, I said the cat.
Thank God it wasn't enough. Oh.
I got a chest. I got a blep emote. Wait. Look at this. This is actually like so cute.
I got a
oh wait, I did
cool-ass
not mean to do
emote.
that.
What'd you do?
I did not mean to do that.
Did you not mean to give a sub?
No, I did not mean to pin it.
Oh, pin it. Overrode my pin. No one else is allowed.
No one else. So give me it's the link you sent me, right?
Yeah.
I'll make another one.
I think that still works. I think it still counted, but it didn't. It got it to 50%, not 100.
I think we had to reach a new tier.
Yeah, I had to reach a new tier for it to go up higher in the timer, sadly. I appreciate it, guys. You guys, I hope you know you don't have to do that. I do this as a living, so you guys doing that does help me out a lot, and I cannot express how much I appreciate your help and all that stuff. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I really do appreciate it. I'm the train conductor, let's go. Been spoiling me in Creatures of Sonaria and in real life. What the hell?
Hell yeah.
I'm starting to doubt that he's not secretly a billionaire. I think he's testing me, chat.
I wish I was a secret billionaire. You wouldn't know. I wouldn't say out loud, but there'd be signs. Like suddenly owning every opossum apparel I've ever found.
Truly the 1%.
Look at me, look at me.
Finn, you ready for your reading? I would settle for a million or two. Yee. Okay. Let me re-get your name here.
Hold up. Someone's knocking at my door.
Okay, you just want a general reading.
My cat was at my door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it was.
That wasn't a real yeah.
Ah, oh, damn it.
Get wrecked.
I'm remembering how to spell Q as at this current moment. I'm also relearning how to speak English, apparently.
All right, Finn. Whenever you're ready, tell me to stop shuffling. Stop. Got it. All right. You as a person, the obstacle in your way, the front of mind, the back of mind, the past, the near future, the advice from the cards, the home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the out. Mother? Listen here, you card. And the outcome to be. Okay, I really love this song, but it's very repetitive. And I know why it's repetitive, but I'm tired of hearing it.
Real.
Thank you.
Does that message work for you, Tori?
Yes.
Okay. Also, drink water, everyone.
If you filled
I'm
out
holding a gun to everyone's head.
if you filled out the form, it should already be in there if I haven't done your reading already. I just haven't gotten to it.
I
The
will.
line's pretty long. You do not need to pay it. It's totally free.
Let me grab my phone so I can watch other chats.
Okay. So you as a person drew the Empress in reverse. Especially not of that hype train. So you as a person right now, Finn, have been really feeling undesirable. You're anxious. Your concentration's just not there. You feel like you're smothered at the same time. You just really don't feel great. You don't like yourself right now. You feel you're undesirable by anyone, even yourself, and anxiety is just a bitch. And the obstacle in your way is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Reverse?
Divorce.
And really the thing in your way right now is just self-loathing. That's just what it is. That was the first word that popped in front of my brain. Just self-loathing and addiction. Could be to games, it could be to actual, adult things. It could be a bunch of stuff. And in the back of your mind, you drew the Fool in reverse. In the back of your mind, a lot of you is just kind of upset at a faulty choice you made that seemed really reckless. I feel like it was it's something you're beating yourself up for maybe when you were a little younger. Like maybe you joined the military and you regretted it, or maybe you're in a contract because you're a contract worker and you regret that. Just in the back of your mind, there's just a lot of regret. And in the front of your mind, you got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So in the back of your mind, or in the front of your mind, you've been really worried about, hang on, words are not coming to me right now. In the front of your mind, you're just worried about instability. I don't know why, but I feel like it's either contract work or money comes from something that's not always like a constant. It's not like, oh, you get this paycheck every 2 weeks at around $300 every 2 weeks. And so you've just been really stressed about how you're going to make sure you keep money flowing consistently instead of being like, oh, well, I have next paycheck, like if you were a Twitch streamer like me, where it's like, oh, am I gonna have enough to pay bills, or am I screwed for the next month? And you don't know until it happens, right? And in your past, you drew the Knight of Cups in the correct order. You scared the ever-loving crap out of me.
I'm gonna grind volcanic token so I can get more of the guy.
Fair. So in your past, you really were in the past, you really took a lot of actions, and you gave a lot of meaningful gifts to others that I feel like people just didn't really appreciate the thought you put in behind it. And in your near future, you got the Page of Swords in reverse. So if you continue on the way things are right now and stressing about things that are out of your control, in your near future, there's going to be a lot of just being blunt and defensiveness. I don't know. I don't feel a lot of attachment to this card, so I don't feel like it's really going to happen. But I feel like this is just the cards warning you that if you decide to become like selfish, really selfish, or if you, so the past you seemed like somebody who was really caring and really thoughtful towards other. The current you, I think, was hurt by something, and now you feel confused and conflicted and scared, and you're not sure what to do about it, and stress is getting to you, and you feel like you have nowhere to turn to. So if you continue to decrease in selflessness, you're going to start becoming a blunt, all talk, defensive person. But if you listen to the advice from the cards, which is the Three of Coins in the correct order, Three of Pentacles in the correct order. I hate that it says coins on here. Let's see. So the advice from the cards is to make sure you're learning from the people around you and the people who are there, whether that's from your job or from home. People everywhere around you has a lesson for you to learn. And though the lessons may be demanding, you will be better off if you're dedicated to learning from the hardships of others. Learn that you're not alone, that there are people out there like you who are suffering, and maybe the same way that you're surprised. And in the home environment, you got the Two of Cups in reverse. So right now, there's just a real big imbalance and separation between you and both home and environment. I don't feel like there's either. I feel like a lot of it's just you feel broken off from the world. And you're kind of doing it intentionally because of what's happened in the past. And in the hopes and fears, you drew the Ten of Swords in reverse. So your fears outweigh the hope. So you're scared of being betrayed again and hitting rock bottom all over again. But on the other side of that coin, you're hoping that you can move on from what's happened and survive the disaster, whether it's physical or okay. All right. Hecate, I don't need you right now. Be gone. Thank you. Hecate's really been trying to get in my vibe right now, and I'm totally fine with it, but not right now. I don't want to scare people off. I'm gonna pay for that later. I can feel it.
She gonna be salty.
Oh yeah, she is. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But on the other side of that coin, you're really hoping that you can move on from this disaster and survive it. And in the outcome to be, you got the King of Swords in reverse order. So again, if you don't learn, the cards really want you to understand that you've got to learn from others' hardships, that you are not alone in this, that you do not need to shut yourself off, that there are people there willing to help. You just have to let them listen and find the right people, because people can be cruel. People can hurt. And sometimes we just have to move on, because if you continue on the path that you're on, there's just going to be more cruelty and oppression towards you. Any questions, comments, concerns? Scared of who? Not me. No, I'm good? Okay. Well, I hope that's helpful. That was pretty interesting. Was it your first tarot reading? I'm just curious. I love to know if I'm people's first tarot reader. Yeah, heck yeah. Well, I hope it's helpful. Even if you don't believe in the whole mumbo jumbo.
Even if you don't believe, it's a nice experience to at least experience once.
All right, May, are you still here? The past it read out seemed pretty accurate. I've been told my readings can be kind of scary accurate to some people. Yes. All right, May. I see your question. Are you ready? I don't normally mess with spirits, so just if she doesn't, they don't channel through. I'll ask again. I didn't see it. Sorry. So just know if it's not, doesn't seem like it. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't hurt. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Okay. All right. Whenever you're ready, tell me to stop shuffling. Cool. You're all good. I got what you meant, May. Well, I don't even need to read what this means. The answer is just straight yes. You drew the 9 of Cups in the correct order. The 9 of, if you, in my particular art, if you look up Tarot of the Divine and look up the 9 of Cups, I even, you don't need a book to know what that, what that is. You can just look at the pretty picture. But honestly, it's just, yeah, dream understands that it's a dream realized and your fulfillment and you're triumphed and you're happy and you're there's just overwhelming joy. I mean, the picture, if you didn't look it up, the picture is literally just 2 people holding each other. Okay, go for it. Yeah, it's just a resounding yes in my opinion.
Big neon sign. Yes.
Yeah, for real though. All right. Will you take down the pin post for me? May, did you also want a general reading too? You wanted the Celtic cross? Please. Okay. It's fine. You can be my last one. It's all good. So tarot readings are closed. 3 hours of tarot readings is a lot on an empath. And then afterward, you go play some dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. All right. Whenever you're ready, tell me to stop shuffling. Thank you. Of course, I'm always happy to help. I will say though, your sister is 100,000% here because I am getting goosebumps out the wazoo, and that normally only happens when there's spirits nearby.
Spooky.
Okay. You as a person, the obstacle in your way, front of mind, the back of mind, the past, the near future, the advice from the cards, home and environment, the hopes and fears, and the outcome to be. Missing her a whole lot. But say, did she... Hang on. Did she have something on, like, her right side of her face, particularly near the jaw? Like a rash or, like, hair that always bothered her right there? I don't know, or something with rashes. I just feel itchy. Hair. Okay, yeah, because, like, just on my right side on my chin, real itchy all of a sudden. I am done for now, Ego. But I'll definitely do more tarot readings in the future. My little empath brain is dying.
But
Doing one last one for May, and then we're going to dinosaurs. All right, so you as a person drew the Queen of Wands in reverse. Did you have a question or something, Ego? I can get you one done, Angel, real quick if you want. Or, Angel, we can just schedule a date to just sit down and you can get a private one. It's up to you. But I say, I only... Ego, I don't know if you asked a question before, because I forget my tarot readings pretty quickly after. But I normally ask people to only do the general / Celtic Cross once every full moon, just because you're just going to get the same result again. So,
and in layman's terms, once every month.
Yeah. Just once a moon cycle. Okay, Angel, DM me sometime and we will schedule it, because I am so burnt right now. I'm so sorry. I have no idea who you are, but I was gifted a sub, so I figured I might as well at least swing by and see. Hello! We're doing tarot readings. Normally I do gaming stuff, but doing my last tarot reading right now. My chat did a hype train and they went crazy. But welcome in. Thank you for checking out. We're about to go do some dinosaurs on Roblox in a little bit, but... Alright, May. On to you. So you as a person right now have really been kind of in your, like, queen era. But, like, villain queen era. But not, like, in, like, a bad way. But, like, in a bad bitch way. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking out for yourself.
Strong
feminine energy. Like, look out world. I'm here. I may be queer. And I'm here to kick ass. Kind of. In a way. What? And a lot of people around you have been kind of jealous of that, because that's not something they can just have. So. And in your obstacle in your way, you got the world in reverse. So right now, the thing in your way, the most thing in your way right now is you've been really anxious. And kind of taking shortcuts in different ways. I have a really odd question. Are you descendants of any, like, islander? Really struggle. Are you related to, like, islanders in any way? Because you're getting a lot of islander themed cards, so I don't know. If that's a sign from somebody or something. Just felt like I should say something.
Ooh.
That would make sense. Just like I was getting very like, if you look up my deck, the Tarot Divine, and you look up the World and the Queen of Wands, you'll see what I mean. Psst, hey, thanks, Raptor, just saying. Gosh, it's been so long since Frosty and you've been in the same thing.
Oh my god.
But right now, what's really been blocking you and been in your way is just anxiety and feeling like you're disappointing everything. Like, and just taking shortcuts where maybe shortcuts shouldn't be taking. And in your back of mind, you drew the Seven of Cups in reverse.
What was the one card you asked to look at?
I was just saying the Queen of Wands and the World are the two cards they drew about themselves, which is very Islander themed. So that makes sense. So in the back of your mind, there's been really kind of reality checks happening, and maybe a few temptations that you've been trying to ignore. And in the front of your mind, you got the Two of Coins. That's crazy. I've never had a deck. Okay. The Two of Pentacles.
I'm gonna post links to the images.
Oh yeah, go for it. Rap, you should definitely look up the Two of Coins.
Okay.
After them say their mom.
Mm-hmm.
Just crazy. I've never had cards like linked to like this
Oh
my
goodness.
This section is related to you, and I've never had anyone like set of cards line up with someone so well. So it's just it's odd. So you as in the front of your mind right now, it's just been balancing work, balancing children, embodying the work, embodying the duties of work and family, along with your hobbies and careers, and just various needs. You've just been balance, in a good way. It's not overwhelming. If you look at the Two of Coins, the card here, it's literally there's a smile on their face. They're holding their kids, and they're working in the strawberry field. So, and in the past, you got the Seven of Swords in the correct order.
Yeah, looking at all these cards, I'm like, dang.
Raptor, I need you to look at the Seven of Swords too. This shit's getting crazy.
Okay.
So in your past, you used a lot of strategy to get Seven of Swords.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. You used strategy to get where you are. You used your cunning, and you just used your brain to get higher where you needed to be. And in the near future, you got the Page of Wands.
You want me to include that one too?
You can. I just wanted you to see it. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a theme. So in your near future, there's going to be plenty of playfulness and enthusiasm and discovery. You're in, I don't know why I feel like I need to say this, but you're in a place where the universe wants you to be. You're strong and powerful where you want to be right now, and the universe is so happy that you are here, and they're about to reward you and let you thrive. And the advice from the cards is the Devil in reverse.
A lot of fire cards.
Mm-hmm. So the advice from the cards is don't be scared to reclaim your own power. I mean, that's just simply all it is don't be scared to reclaim your power. It's as simple as that. And in the home and environment, you got the King of Wands. With that's the Phoenix card. That's crazy. You're so it could just mean that you're like a fire zodiac sign. You could have heavy relations to fire. Just all of it's very fire orientated. Even the color schemes in the cards that I've been pulling are very orange, red, green.
Not to mention you got Pele.
Yeah. And I mean, this normally happens when a spirit comes through. Normally they help guide my cards, even though I don't mess with spirits. I don't mind hearing them, and they can channel themselves into my cards as long as they don't channel themselves into me. So you could tell a lot of about a person when their spirit team intervenes too. Like, you could see heritage and ancestry and the colors that they've seen in their lives. It's a whole thing I won't get into. She was a Leo. That would make a lot of sense. So home and environment right now is a rebirth for you. You've really grown from where you used to be, and you're a phoenix rise from the ashes. You're where you're balancing great. Like I this is a very positive reading. I'm not feeling anything like, oh, life sucks. It's just neutral. You're where you want to be. But there's always room for wanting to grow, and that's okay. And in your hopes and fear, you got judgment in reverse. Another orange, green, red card. So your fears outweigh the hope. I swear, if your last card is the sun and you draw raw, I'm gonna scream. So you're scared of failure. I mean, who isn't, right? And you're scared of repeating mistakes that you've made in the past. But on the other side of that coin, you're very hopeful to you're very hopeful that you'll be able to change your perspectives and go, and if you need to, go back to that rebirth stage that you are right now. You're happy where you are. And in the hopes, or in the outcome to be, you got the Two of Swords. Jeez Louise, this is a very fire raptor. Look up the Two of Swords. I think you'll get a kick out of that.
Ooh, let me see.
Two of Swords is one of my favorite cards in this deck. So if you don't follow the advice...
Oh, that is...
Yeah. If you don't follow the advice from the cards, there's going to be a lot of overwhelming fear. You're not going to get that rebirth that you're hoping for. You're not going to continue moving, and you'll be stuck in this crossroad that you won't know which path to take. Any comments, questions, concerns? No. Okay. I hope that's helpful in any way. I love this. I'm glad. That was a cool reading.
I don't think I've ever seen like the iconography line up so well like that. You have strong fire energy.
Really appreciate it. Of course. I do these once in a blue moon. I'm gonna try to do them more often. It's just really mentally draining. Alright, chat. I'm gonna end stream, but we'll be back in just a little bit to play some Dinosaurs. You could say the reading was... Oh no. Zoe, choose your next words carefully. Fire.
No, it was fine.
He's fired again. He's fired again.
I fired without even being hired.
I cried during that. I'm sorry. I'm just glad it helped if it did in any way. Let's say your sister is definitely part of your spirit team. She came in real strong. I don't mess with spirits unless they're like real persistent, but I can tell. Very strong. So, but I will
mean,
see you all later. Well, in like, give me like 30 minutes and I'll be back live. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna play some Dinosaur Roblox. Bye,
Yeah.
chat.
Button.
For a little bit. They can still hear us. I'm letting them hear the outro of us talking. Quick, talk
Okay.
shit. Talk shit about chat. Oh, fuck you
Gosh
guys.
darn it! I hate when chat is so nice and drops hype trains.
Oh man,
Wink,
fuck those
wink,
guys.
nudge, nudge.
Raptor, shit, I forgot the mute.
Oh.
Oh.
Whatever
We've been
we're
exposed.
gonna do, whatever we're gonna do, we're gonna cancel.